I defy you to find 100 people better on this earth when it comes to fucking.
Atlanta Roads, $1.22.
Come on!
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Do you take the elevator up?
Yeah.
Do you just go right to 2?
I go right to 2. Yeah.
So I was on the elevator. First of all, I saw Glenny Balls, new member of Nickelback.
Dude,
we'll talk about that in a moment.
Also, I just to clarify something, I take the elevator up because I can't take the stairs.
Because you don't have a key card.
I don't have a key card, which again I've asked for recently.
They say no.
They just tell me no. Like I don't check my bank account enough to know if I even get paid.
You might be getting what's his name, Milton?
Yeah.
Space,
Yeah.
where we fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
You
Like,
might just be showing up and doing this.
I just spend money on a credit card and I don't pay it. Like I have no idea if I make money.
The fact that they just keep going, nah, you don't need one.
Like so to my face three separate times.
I need to be able
4
to
separate
get
times
into the building to work. Nah, you're good.
They're like, no, you're all set. So I have to take the elevator and then I stand at the door like the mailman and I wait for someone to buzz me in.
Well, I just hopped in the elevator and I'm in a rush here because I was late, and I see Glenny Balls and I start fucking with him. I'm like, oh my god, newest member of Nickelback. I'm punching him. We're laughing about it. Doors open up.
When those numbers increase.
Doors open up. We walk out. I'm on 3. I was like, fuck, Glenny, you fucked me. I'm racing to the studio right now. What are you doing on 3? And he goes, when there's other people in the elevator with me, I get nervous about going to 2, so I go to 3 and I walk down.
Oh, that's crazy town.
And I know where he's coming from because I do get some. He's gonna try to do this again. It's gonna. Oh, nicely done. That was a quick mute.
I used to think that way.
Well, I still get a little bit weirded out. Like I do
I can't.
know.
I'm like, look, I don't have.
Well, right,
I have no other way to do this.
See, but that's the thing. That's what set me free. Is the day that you have even just once a legitimate excuse to go to 2, then it's like, how do you know that my company even has a fucking door that I can get into?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so the first day that you can proudly go to 2, because it's like, maybe it's something personal. I have a broken foot, or it's something work. I can't, we're getting construction done. I have to go on the elevator. Once you one time have a real excuse, the rest of the time it's like, fuck you guys. I see, when I walk
today I
when
said it with
people
my
hit,
chest.
like, when people...
2. So I was like,
I'm
what
going
floor?
2, motherfuckers.
Someone says 12. Someone says 14. I went 2.
Can you hit 2 for me? When those high buttons start hitting up, and then you're like, dink, and it just goes wonk. It is. I get it. I'm not gonna say I'm like above the like awkwardness of that. I do feel it because I've been on the other side of it. I mean, I used to work on what floor? 12th floor at Deloitte, I guess it was, and there would be motherfuckers who, but like then, in some office buildings you can't like just walk, you know what I mean? It's like kind of a fake building here, so everybody's got to be able to take the elevator. So it wasn't like we're mad at. It's like we know you.
I just hate everybody.
You just get
so
the the groan though.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. I give the groan.
You get the.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
I do. Like I'll do it when I'm in different buildings and I have to take the elevator to like 14 and someone takes it to 13. I'm like, what the
motherfucker?
What the fuck do you think you're doing living on the 13th
The best
floor?
is when you're on the first level of a new bank. It's like these go to 1 to 15 and these go 15 to 30.
Yeah.
When you're on 15, you get the express every day. Oh, the little things in life.
Yeah.
But I don't have to ride the elevator with anybody else because I just go right to 15. But Glenny Balls hitting the 3 and walking down.
Particularly for Glenny. That's...
you would think.
I'm not saying
Glenny
anything,
would be
I'm just saying something.
guy. Yeah. You think Glenny would be a second floor guy.
I'm gonna hit 2.
No, I mean, he's a gentleman and a scholar, but I walked out like I was like, where are we? 3. What's going on up here?
I've been up here before.
Glenny, he was like, I cannot believe they did that last night. Glenny last night at a Nickelback concert. We had heard that Nickelback was going to let him up on stage. Now, is Nickelback one of these things where the kids of the band really like us, and that's why we had Chris Hansen in here, and he was openly like, my 5-year-old son really loves you guys.
Yeah.
Like that's why this happened.
Right.
What's going on with Nickelback that Glenny Balls is getting on stage with them, or is it just that they love balls?
I think they did on the guest list. And they're on today's episode also.
Yeah.
They're very, very cool. They're awesome.
The interview with Nickelback is... We were so gassed up for it. It takes a lot to get gassed up for interviews these days. we're getting actually kind of snobby at points. We're like, no, no. And it's either like friends of ours, really important people, or like Nickelback is like.
That's probably the fastest I ever said yes to a guest.
I say it's
like,
it's a dream, not in the sense of like
I said yes before I asked you guys.
Yeah.
And also, by the way,
It's like I'll eat this one if they for
we're
some
wrong,
reason say
yeah.
no.
Dante the fucking Don the other day on the rundown telling me we stole his guest. Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't steal the guest from the people who booked the guest.
There is a 0.0% chance I stole your fucking guest, bro. I promise you that.
We were told, no, Nickelback doesn't have enough time to do a video with you guys because they got to go on the guest list. I said, I don't know what that's about, but they're doing the fucking video. We're going to do the podcast and do the video, and then they can go do on the guest list afterwards, but we're doing our shit first.
Hey, I assure you, it was our fucking guest.
But you know what? That's also such a thing. Like they said to us, and Glenny Balls proves it. They said Nickelback doesn't have enough time to do all of it. And then we sit with Nickelback. Nickelback has plenty of time, and then we're going to do all of it because they're cool. And I understand it's their people. It's their job to say, we have a hard out. We got to go here. We got to go there. But Nickelback themselves were like, yeah, we'll do the video, and then we'll do the podcast because whatever. And then we'll let Glenny Balls on stage at a fucking, at Foxwoods, and you can sing Rockstar with us. And me and Feits were talking like, they're going to bring Glenny out. But it'll be like at the end, like you'll sing the song.
Like, they want, like the fans want to hear.
They want to hear Nickelback.
They don't know who
sing.
Glenny is. They
right?
want to hear Nickelback sing.
They'll sing it, and then they'll do like an extra encore, like an extra chorus, and they'll just kind of go long and let Glenny sing and rock out. Not only did that not happen, not only did he start the song off, he got like a full-blown introduction. Like, stop the show, ladies and gentlemen. This next guest. Bring him out, show him off, parade him around. Like it was like, Bono from U2 is a surprise guest. Here he is. And it was Glenny Balls. And to Glenny's credit, he just fucking went up there. He's got the point going.
Yeah, he went up there and ripped it.
He just ripped it. And I said to him, I was like, man, you crushed it. Like, you weren't even nervous. And he goes, oh, my God, I was absolutely fucking petrified. I was shitting my pants, which makes it even better. Like, I could see a scenario where Glenny has reached some sort of Glenny nirvana, where he's just not even nervous about anything anymore because he's like, my life is just a joke at this point. But it's actually more impressive that he was nervous and still just got out there and fucking did it. And at what point do you have to start to think that Glenny Balls sold his soul to the devil?
Well, PFT brought up the point that Glenny might just start thinking he's a god.
Why would you not?
He's like everything I want just happens.
He
I manifest the dream life. How does almost like the
is it my power? Is it my hands?
What's his name? I always forget his name. The comedian. Hamilton Burris.
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress. Like the meme of him looking at his hands like, how do I do this? Like Glenny has to look at himself in the mirror every day. Like, how's this happening?
Did Glenny collect like the Infinity Stones? Or something? What's going on here? We almost could write a movie around him, like like Good Luck Chuck with the like you date him and then you like he's magical or something. Glenny Balls is like this magical being that like everything he wants comes true. He's
just Forrest Gump of podcasting. Into like the most iconic moments.
Yes, he's the Forrest Gump. I call Pat the Forrest Gump of who did I call it recently? I called somebody the Forrest Gump of something. I don't remember who or what. But Glenny's just the Forrest Gump. Maybe Glenny has. You ever think that maybe Glenny has a genie, and he's 2 wishes down. He's got 1 left. Like, what would Glenny wish for? Right? Glenny would wish for, first off, like naked girls. Not even like Glenny wouldn't even be wishing for sex or anything. He would just wish for naked girls, and that's what he's got. Number 2, he loves music. I bet the wish was like, get me on stage with Nickelback, and the genie with Billy Joel, and the genie was like, hang on. I can only do so much. And now he's got his third and final wish. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe like a sports championship or something's coming. Now, look, I mean, he goes the whole fucking thing.
That is crazy.
It's
crazy.
Glenny Balls, man. Don't ever stop. And he gets to also, like, the real way he pays his bills is by, eating ice cream with uneven nipples. I bet you there are guys and girls at home who want to work for Barstool, who just motherfuck Glenny under their breath all day.
We did it with yesterday's podcast when we talked to Pat about how like you just need one thing, and Nick was talking about it earlier. Like Glenny was just fast.
He was fast for a fat guy.
He was deceptively fast for a bigger guy.
But you know what?
And
He's
like that
also-
was it.
He's also just
That was it. And now he's on stage with Nickelback.
But that's what it took to get in the door. And then once he was in the door, he was exceptionally gracious for, like, he knew exactly what was up.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like if you talked, like Glenny's never gonna like kick down the door and demand more money. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm just happy to be here. And it very much translates, and it's always just like, thank you and thanks.
Wasn't Rhea hired as the intern to
be
teach
in
Glenny how to be an intern? It's unbelievable. And both of them.
And he just is very, you know, he's like, I'm the big guy. I wear Hawaiian shirts and shorts. I like music and I like boobs, you know. It's a very simple man. And he just crushes life now. I don't even know. I think Glenny still lives at home.
oh yeah. Glenny's not gonna move out of his house.
He's gotta move out one day.
I guarantee. I would be. I
You
would
think
bet
he'll ever
Glenny
move out?
I would guess Glenny doesn't like.
Do you
like,
think Glenny Balls get married soon?
like some classic Italian dude?
Yeah,
stuff
he'll
where it's
stay
like,
to his mom forever.
I'll go with my mom. I'll go to the
Right
wife.
to his wife.
Yeah.
Glenny's still pretty young, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's like 24, 25. He's
No, he can't
No,
be 24.
I was gonna say 27.
He's gotta be
how,
close
how
to
old's
27.
Rhea? They're the same age.
Oh, good point.
Are they? Yeah.
I would guess Rhea's 24, 25. Yeah.
There's no way he's 24. He's at least 25. If he's 24, I'm jumping off a bridge. He's been here longer than 6 years, and we couldn't have had him
No, we definitely didn't have
if
an
he
18
was
year old.
under 18. So.
Yeah. He was. So we've been in New York. What, 7 years?
We've been in New
He
York.
was
since
like- he was like a
2007,
pretty
15. So
close
he
to
was
a
like
day
right
one
in the
New
beginning.
York
Yeah.
hire.
So, but it's not much. It's probably not further than that.
No.
God bless Glenny Balls, the man who just knows how to float through life right. He really is the Forrest Gump of this joint.
Yeah, he's 26.
26. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Recently 26, August.
One of the most popular clothing brands with all the guys here at Barstool, not just at the office, but when we're at home, when we are traveling. It's the made for comfort, wear anywhere styles that we all love from Bare Bottom Clothing. I ordered, I think, 8 different pairs of pants from them because they had 2 different types. They had like a jogger type and then just like a regular like lounge type of pant. And I was like, I need them both. Got all of those plus all of their shirts. During the pandemic, I was bare bottom, head to toe, like at any given moment. Whether it was the t-shirts, the long sleeve tees, the lounge pants, the pants you can wear out, whether you're on a date or at work or wherever trying to look presentable. They're also great for like if you're on the plane, you're traveling, you're gonna be in the car. When all those other times where you're like, you want to be your most comfortable. Bare Bottom's got it covered for you, and they're just like staples. They just have like solid tees and long sleeve tees and hoodies and sweatshirts that make
Very,
it
very
so that you don't. Yeah, you can wear them literally at any given moment, and you'll just be comfortable, and no one will know how comfortable you are. It also makes a great gift. So while you're looking for stuff to get for the men in your life, this is an easy solution. Go to barebottomclothing.com, BEAR, bottomclothing.com/KFC, and you'll get free shipping on your first purchase because everybody's getting 25% off site-wide when you go from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So right now you can get your free shipping from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. You can get 25% off site-wide. It's at barebottomclothing.com/KFC. We got... We'll do.
I got something I got to show you.
Okay, but so wait, we got Nickelback on the show. We'll do some 1 Minute Man, and yeah, what do you got here?
This is from Friday night, I think.
What was Friday night?
Like nothing. This is just
Oh, okay.
This is just a picture of what happened to me Friday
Oh
night.
God.
You guess you did not make it to Nickelback?
I did not. I didn't go to Nickelback. I didn't like. This isn't even like a drunk thing. This is just like.
This is just a despicable thing.
This is just. I fell asleep in my bed with ice cream,
This is.
and it melted.
This is. Thank God you don't share a bed anymore. Like this is I shit myself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is I shit myself bed big time. Like if you were in the hotel you would have had to strip the sheet yourself or leave a note like you used to. Not poop.
Want to know the most depressing part of it all?
The fork.
It is. I was eating it with a fork.
The fucking fork. The fork is just sitting there like just.
Oh my god.
Bro, what? I mean, like.
What are you gonna do when you got no spoons?
It's pretty reasonable what happened. I fell asleep with a carton of ice cream.
Bro, no.
I like how that
Hang on.
you start there. You know, like when you fall asleep with the carton of ice cream.
So you're laying in bed watching TV?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are.
By the way, I still have not changed the sheets. It's still like that.
So you're propped up with
It's
pillows.
Monday. It's Monday.
Wait, having Friday and you haven't changed the sheets?
I've just been sleeping on the couch.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just sleeping on top of the
No.
I was like, come on, that's
Because I don't even know how to clean
I would
that.
honestly, I would turn the cameras off and I'd have a talk. Like, we got problems if you're sleeping literally in your own filth. This is like hoarder behavior.
I don't think I can put that in the washer. I think I just have to get new sheets.
Well, that's fine, but why can't you put that in the washer?
I just don't think. I think it's too messy.
No.
It's like when you got to lose a couple pounds to go to the gym. Like you
gotta pre-wash.
That's too messy.
You'd have to hand wash that to then put it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you can definitely put that in the washer, but I also understand the idea of just like start over. So you're laying there.
But I also don't know how to find it. Those are my fucking pocket
oh,
sheets.
well, then you can't throw them out.
I know.
Although clearly you're not really using them.
The
Pockets.
The candy goes
Bro,
in the
you
pockets.
can put the. What am I gonna put in my candy if I put the ice cream in the pockets?
There's candy and weed in the
You can
pockets.
put those in the washer.
I don't know, man.
So you're laying on your bed. I'm assuming like a couple pillows like behind you propped up.
Tons of way
Okay.
too many pillows.
So you're sitting upright.
Upright,
You know,
yeah.
90,
Yeah,
45 degrees, let's
Right.
say. And you are eating your ice cream with a fork.
Go.
Now, first of all,
So depressing. That is the most depressing.
I have
sentence ever.
an important question.
Eating ice cream with a fork.
Fork.
It's like,
We've all been there.
you're
though.
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
We've all been there before, though.
Yeah,
Because
no,
as long as it's not.
I'm there more often than a regular person, but yeah, we better.
As long as it's not too melty, you're fine.
Yeah, right.
It's
right.
a forkable food.
It's actually sometimes it's even better.
Yeah,
get
because
a
you
sharp-
can. Yeah, you can. As I'm saying these things, I'm like, maybe I'm not the best person to be questioning you here. We need someone with a bit higher standards. What size ice cream?
full Ben Jerry's pint.
Pint.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed there was even anything left to melt. First of all.
I just fell asleep.
Okay, so that's my question. So you're holding it and you're eating,
Yeah.
and then you decide to like you fell asleep with it in your hand.
I guess so. But I just run
'Cause
until the
then
wheels
what-
fall
doesn't
off.
it,
That's
like-
how I fall asleep every night.
Doesn't
I just
it like so you
pass
fall asleep
out.
with it in your hand and then like it tips over? Isn't it like were you covered in chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Like you
in
had.
fact, could I get a new Shea Clancy sweatshirt? If you don't mind. Glad you brought that up. Yeah, clothes were covered.
So this way or like into your crotch or into your chest?
It's like my chest area.
Down your neck?
It was all like the chest,
Okay.
stomach, but
Okay.
and then in the lap of the sweatpants.
In your dick.
Yeah.
Did you have to wash your dick and balls of ice cream?
No. 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 No.
That
There
was a
was
quick- that was
there
a
was
long
some
pause.
remnants on my face, some on my hands, and some on my feet. Interestingly enough, I don't know how it got there.
How did that
I
happen?
don't know.
That's a true mystery.
I mean, it wasn't much, but I was sockless, laying on the couch
Yeah.
later in the day, and was like, that looks like some
Did
chocolate.
you give it a lick?
I
How did it get on your feet?
don't know. I really don't know.
You're sure it was ice cream?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Huh.
I don't know what
So
else it could
walk
have
me
been.
through-
I'm guessing what happened is like I just 'cause,
Sober.
Like, I was like
Sober or
I
high?
wasn't sober.
you
but
drunk?
I wasn't. I was
Were you
drinking.
high?
I was not high. No.
Okay. Just
But like I'm guessing like I just kind of like got up like because I was like out of it. Like, it was one of those things.
Yeah,
like,
okay, so
it
walk me
was,
through when
I
you
didn't
wake
wake
up.
up in the morning. It was like I felt the wetness and that woke me up.
At what time are we talking?
I
middle of the
didn't
night?
even look at the clock, but yeah, let's
So-
call it 4 a.m.
So you wake up like, and you're like, what do you say and do? Do you go like, oh fuck?
I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Because you gotta get it together, John.
So
and
you
then-
do at least acknowledge.
Oh,
in the
you know
moment
how
that this is
I
bad.
bet I got the fucking stuff on my feet when I took my pants off. I bet like just like a little bit like
Sure,
rubbed the
that
foot.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So then you are naked,
Mhm.
chest covered in ice cream.
Yep.
Bed covered
Everything
in ice
but
cream.
the kitchen sink, which I don't even really like. It's just it was the only kind
available
of
one.
Yeah.
And you hop in the shower. No. Please tell me you hop in the shower, like right then and there.
No.
You went back to sleep. Oh, no, that makes sense. You went back. That's okay.
I went to the couch and went to sleep.
But then you showered in the morning.
Showered in the afternoon.
How many hours were you awake covered in ice cream?
No, I mean, I took all the clothes off. I really didn't get much on my body.
It didn't seep into your body?
No. So I had, I said, I had a little mark right here. I had, a little on my hand and a little on my foot.
I want, a forensics person to come in here and be like, that's not possible, sir. We know you're lying.
I'll tell you this. The chocolate stain was still on my face while I was watching college football. So, we went past noon. That's for sure.
Nobody better than you.
Went from 4 a.m. till let's say probably 1:30.
What do you think is your lowest moment in that realm? Like not that's a low moment, but it's not like a funny low moment. Does it get what's your lowest? You shit yourself in bed?
I don't think any of these is low moment. Bro, not for a single second was I I was fuck.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. This is not like a oh my god, my life is bad low moment.
No.
Like a low moment that would make a prissy preppy girl be like, oh my god, this guy's a fucking animal.
I mean, that's pretty up there.
That's why I ask. I mean, this is a good one.
That week in Miami where you just kept shitting your pants because of the couscous or something. That
wasn't Miami. That was here. That was early quarantine.
You told
lockdown.
the story when we were in Miami.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. And it was.
Wait. So maybe it was pre-lockdown then. Because we were in Miami. Miami was pre-lockdown.
Yeah, it was right before.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
What's your lowest besides fucking being in your underwear in the lobby?
I think I said this once. Just eating a raw burger. I cooked a burger, realized the stove was never on, and then I just was in the dark.
You definitely have never said that.
And then I ate the burger, and then I turned the lights on and realized that
You
the
are
burger
such a
was just
fucking mimbo. It's amazing. He's so dumb. The burger wasn't cooking. Oh.
I was like, why is it so there's almost blood coming out?
Oh my
dude.
god. That is so fucking this is whoop.
It is definitely on occasion when I get food poisoning, and I'm like,
I don't think. I want you to go to a gastroenterologist, whatever the fuck that's called. It's not food poisoning. People don't get food poisoning at the frequency you get it. It's maybe the food you ate is causing a reaction that feels like poison. Food poisoning is a rarity, a really big rarity.
I don't eat like I do.
Because you just eat so much shit?
I think so.
I mean, when you do things you eat Monday sushi and then it's left over on a Friday and you still eat it, that is food poisoning. But you're good for 2-3 times a month when most people get it 2-3 times in their life.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had food poisoning once.
Oh, I guess maybe. I mean, I eat food that makes me poop and puke. I think.
So in that case, you are poisoning yourself.
I describe that as food poisoning.
So yeah,
I feel weak. It makes me.
But it's not the food's fault. Let's put it that way.
No,
that's the difference. You're the poison.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it yesterday.
Why do you look so nice? What are you doing today? Are you going out somewhere afterwards?
Nice.
Doesn't she look? She looks like. No, did I make that up?
You look a little put together.
Yeah, did you do your makeup and shit?
I did.
For a
Why?
reason?
Because I...
Going out on Friday after work?
What? Oh, sorry. I don't know. I just kind of been looking gross, so I've at least put on... You guys have been calling me sweaty, so I was I'll just remind them that I'm
Is that makeup?
I
Is that
noticed
makeup
she's
sweatproof?
wearing quite a baggy t-shirt today.
What's your lowest moment? Do girls have these?
I don't think I've had a lowest moment.
Excuse me. I feel like girls' lowest moments are usually to do with dudes. Where it's I actually went back and fucked him again. I can't believe it, or something like that. You know, You go back to an ex.
Guys have those moments.
Yeah, but we just don't. We don't think of them as low. We're just yeah, whatever. I fucked her. Whereas girls are I can't believe I fucked him. Here's the thing: when a guy goes back and fucks a girl he shouldn't, it's a low point. But usually it's a high point in terms of but yeah, she's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it's a low point mentally and emotionally and maturity wise, but you also it's not low it's well yeah, but she's fucking she's a savage in bed, so cool. You know what I mean? Like you can reconcile those things by being like, but. Whereas girls don't even get like that. They're just like, I actually went back to him. Like he's
No, but there's some who have been like, he was not cute. Like that was. I
Like, you got
him,
nothing
slip
out of
through
it?
The cracks. What?
you get
not like not.
I love what's through the crack.
Not like that at all. I just meant like sometimes like I just like he was ugly and. I'm gonna stop.
I would say that girls usually, like, guys will always kind of get satisfaction out of sex, whereas girls will like go home with a guy they shouldn't, an ex they shouldn't, a guy they shouldn't be talking to, a guy that's beneath them as far as like looks, and then they're not even gonna like it's not even gonna be good for them.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy can be like, oh my god, like this girl is, she threw a brick through my window last week, and I can't believe like I should never talk to her again, and I'm back in the bedroom with her, but it's also like. But also she's doing that thing down there. You know what I mean? So girls just have no reason other than like, I don't even know what they're doing. Proper Wild is the clean all-day energy shot designed to boost your energy, your focus, your productivity without the jitters or the crash. There's no preservatives. There's no artificial sweeteners. No horrible chemicals. Just a natural tasting energy shot with clean ingredients that work. I remember when other energy shots like first came out. At least I think that was like their debut was like when I was growing up, and it definitely felt like those were things that you buy like over the counter at the gas station.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know if I should be putting this in my body, and then you like look at it and you taste it and you're like, this feels like it's radioactive. I feel like I'm drinking like ooze from the sewer in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is not going to be good for me. But now I think that they have perfected this type of drink, and Proper Wild has done it better than everybody else. It's that natural tasting one. One I had was pineapple, I believe, and it really tastes just like a nice little sweet pineapple shot, and it feels like you're just gonna have high quality energy without that like, oh man, I'm gonna crash later that you get from other forms of caffeine and other forms of energy. So do it the natural way at properwild.com/barstool. That's properwild.com/barstool. Get 30% off your whole order at properwild.com/barstool.
Dude, what you saying it slipped through the cracks reminded me of, I was watching Veep this morning, like a line that I'd never caught before is it's the episode when they go to Gary's like 40th birthday party at his house in Alabama, and Selena Meyer is look, she's getting shown the room she's staying in, and there's a baby crib in it. and she's like, oh, I didn't realize you kept Gary's crib. And the dad is like, it's actually his brother Bruce's. He was stillborn. He died. And later Selena Meyer whispers to Gary, imagine if I kept a crib for all the babies that died inside me. I could open a pottery barn.
Selena Meyer goes hard, bro. Did you start watching it? You said you were gonna watch it, right?
Yeah, but I
You gotta get into it. It's so good. Veep is
Imagine if I kept
Veep
a
is
kid.
actually. You know what the saddest thing about Veep is? There's a whole swath of people who probably like good comedy who won't watch it out of politics, and that's so fucking stupid.
You think so?
I do think so.
But they always make a point. They never say if it's Republican or Democrat.
I know, but
so you can always, if you're like watching
Hollywood,
that's
I think
the other one.
That is true, but I do think Hollywood like skews liberal, and then when a lot of this shit started to come true after the fact from Republicans, it like ipso retroactively makes it look like it's Republican, but it's like no, at the time we were just fucking writing it.
Dude, Jonah Ryan when he's running for president is like it's just what happened. Like, dude, he was like
It's exactly the truth.
It was 100%. And I'm misremembering like what the years were. I think it was pre-Trump. Like, I think it was before.
Yeah,
it was just like it was just like literally, dude. He remember one of his presidential platforms is he's gonna ban math because it's Arabic numbers.
Yo, speaking of, so
when did Veep end?
2019.
Oh, okay, so it was post. So that was probably
and Jonah Ryan was later, yeah.
Yeah, that was like the second last season, I think.
I've been rewatching Always Sunny, and I just got to the Are We in America?
Oh, the best.
So funny.
The way she goes,
Are we in America?
that is so. That's a girl's love moment when you end up in a fucking Vietnamese. Trump made his announcement. I thought like to little fanfare, and then he got this is where I still like a little bit of Trump. Like he got like the big reinstated for Twitter, and he's like, "No, I'm good."
Oh, really?
He hasn't tweeted.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, why would I do that? I love that reaction. Like it's because he's on Truth Social and doing all that shit.
I was gonna say also legally he can. He has to like wait 6 hours after he posts something on Truth to post it over. Like, cause
why is that?
he has so much money tied in with that. I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But he never will. Because
No.
I shouldn't say never, because I do think like if he really is going to try to make a run, like, and it sounds like he is because he announced it. I do think Twitter is such a useful tool for him. But to be like, it's like playing. It's like negging somebody. It's like you think you want me so bad, and then and it's like, okay, you can have me. It's like, no, never mind. Fucking unbelievable. I do find it extremely funny that Elon Musk puts up a poll for his followers to determine whether Donald Trump is, should be reinstated or not, and thinks it is like an example of actual democracy. Now, to be fair, I got 12 million. How many followers does Elon Musk have? Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know he had it like that. So I was going to
What
say
is it?
he has 118 million
118
followers.
million.
I didn't know it was even close to that. I guess that makes sense.
If it were me though, day one, everyone would follow me like Tom on MySpace. Like,
What happened?
Yeah. I think getting 18 million votes, did it say?
Yeah.
I think he took it down.
15 million.
15 million. That's got to be like the biggest poll. that's ever happened.
134 million saw the poll.
So I guess that is
that
almost
mean?
like a fucking democracy, though, in a way. Like that's it's a big fucking number.
I did like the full quote though. Like he did
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
The full quote was like, "Everyone's a fucking idiot." It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, he said.
it's like the voice of the people, the voice of God is what it like translates to.
and then
but,
it says
the-
like, but make sure that the voice of the people don't like fuck it up.
yeah.
That's like the jack of all trades quote. How the end of it.
What is it? God,
I hate that meme, bro. That meme sucks. I don't really get it.
It's Jesus.
I guess it's supposed to be like a temptation.
Yeah, because it's like I think that's Jesus, and he's resisting the temptation of.
Yeah. So it's like
cheeks.
people. Yeah, the cheeks. You think that JC was horny? You think that he
I
actually
was clapping Mary Magdalene, yeah. Which, by the way, I learned when Chaps and I were doing Mary Barstool Confessions. Do you know that it's only Catholicism that thinks Mary Magdalene was a whore?
Yeah, because they needed to fucking like start the church.
Yeah.
Like.
But like everything else in Christianity, like they don't think they're like no, it was just like Jesus' friend, and we're like nah, it was
she's
a
a
whore.
literal whore. Saint Peter was
It
a real
is.
dirtbag.
That was the start of just how we treat women.
Yeah, for real. Do people think that Jesus was paying for it?
No. I
Or the
don't think
story
so.
is that he wasn't with her at all, really, and that she was just a whore. Was Jesus gay? Probably.
Was she
That's
gay?
hilarious.
Probably.
That is a real fucking funny.
Can you
Honestly, think about it. Like, never settled down and got married, never had kids. If you're 33 years old and you look like he looked and shit, and you don't have a family or kids, people start to go,
Particularly back in the day.
Yeah.
Because you're 33.
supposed to have kids when you're 12.
50 something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
In reality.
Jesus was probably just a gay ball.
Preaching on Good Friday in the last words of Jesus as he was being executed makes great spiritual demands on the preacher. I don't know what this all is.
But
didn't
I could
he
see
actually
it.
like secretly have a kid? Wasn't that? I think that's what like angels and demons. Like,
That's what the Da
is
Vinci
about.
Code is.
Yeah.
That Mary Magdalene is the
He also like openly.
mother of his children. And
We talked about it on Barstool Confessions. He had brothers, just being Jesus's fucking brother.
You have
Like,
brothers?
Yeah,
it's
that
just,
was like
it's just
one
like
of the
whoever's
first things Chap
gospel,
told us.
whoever tells the story.
Yeah, if they
crazy.
if they didn't pick it to be canonical, they're just like, we'll throw this one away. But yeah, he had like a few brothers.
You just casually dropped canonical on us?
Well,
Yeah.
that's nerd.
That's
shit.
what.
They said they talk about canon with Star
That's
Wars. and all that
specific.
shit.
That's where it comes from, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but that's. I remember Chap saying it. That's why I dropped it.
I did try to do Andor. I'm gonna try again, but I can't do. Speaking of Star Wars, just the pew pews.
I have not. Oh, the pew pews. I have not tried. I have not tried yet. I was about to try, and then you set me off with the pew pews. I have not done that.
Yep.
I'm trying. 1899 is the
The
show for the
Yellowstone
makers of. No. That's funny you say that. Yeah, because that's
Is it?
18. That's 1896 or something.
What the fuck?
1899.
There's another one, 1923, right, or something like that. 1925.
1917.
1970 is the movie. You knew that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you knew that. That's
No,
what
but
I'm
there's another.
There's
Yellowstone.
another. Fucking.
Yeah, Yellowstone has one called like 1896 or something.
But no,
like
there's
that.
another one like 19 something. Yes.
Coming out or
Yeah.
They're
It's
just
I think-
naming.
I think Harrison Ford's in it.
No fucking names anymore. We're just saying the year that the show's happening in.
I think I'm double checking right now.
Bro, nothing has ever jumped the shark more than the Yellowstone
Yellowstone
franchise.
spin-off 1923.
But
There's 1883 and there's 1923. Yeah, it's
Taylor
Harrison Ford and Helen
Sheridan,
Mirren.
stop, bro. It's Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can't blame him. Like if I think Peacock TV or no Paramount TV just came to him and said like, "You are Paramount TV."
Yeah,
like,
right.
Go. You know.
Yeah, but he does Tulsa King, which is the new Stallone one. I mean, I don't know if he writes that. He writes Yellowstone, just
Yeah.
him.
Well,
There's no writing team.
I think that's the problem. Is that why Yellowstone
Yeah.
sucks now? It's because he had to start writing 1892, 93, and 1923,
And fucking-
and the other show.
what's the
that,
Mayor one?
that totally bombed.
Mayor of Easttown?
Mayor of Easttown.
No.
Oh, Mayor.
But it also
Yeah.
is Mayor.
Mayor
It had Coach Taylor in it, and
Which
Jeremy
was the
Renner.
biggest fucking bait and switch of all time.
Oh,
You haven't watched
unbelievable.
that show. Coach Taylor gets killed in the first episode.
Awful.
Like he was like in all the trailers.
Awful.
It was like a big thing. Like the first episode gets shot in the head.
That's a big time
What the
snake it
fuck
till you
is
make
that?
it move. That and fucking our boy Ryan Phillippe and that other show in Montana.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Hey Dude Shoes. Check these out, baby.
Light as
I
hell.
am such a sucker for Speckle. I
yeah?
love it, man. I have probably in my sneaker collection, I got like over 100 pairs. I would say like 20 of them have Speckle. I love a good Speckle, and I love this colorway would usually be described as like an Oreo, where they do the black and white mix. And I've got all sorts of Oreo in my collection as well. I mean, this right here is. I got shoes just like this, basically, in my collection, except this is lightweight and comfortable, and you can slide them on. You don't have to worry about laces. You don't have to worry about tying them up. You can get them on and off easily without worrying about them slipping, sliding, getting blisters, falling off. They are some of them have like faux fur on the inside, so you can get that for the cold winter days. All of them have like a cool design on the inside, so a little bit of like an Easter egg on the inside. But otherwise, just a smooth, easy staple shoe for your collection, and you can get them right now at HeyDude.com. Grab a pair for yourself or as a gift to the special guys and gals in your life this holiday season. That's HeyDude.com. Hey Dude, good to go to. Use code Barstool for 15% off at HeyDude.com. I mean, but 1899 is from the creators of Dark.
Oh right.
And it's a
It's a lot of the same actors, too, right?
there's
Or a
at
handful
least
of them?
one main one, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple of sprinkled in. It's like a Bermuda Triangle type show. I think I'm only on like 2.5 episodes. I keep falling asleep. Unfortunately, I do not think it's on the level. No ice cream. I finished I do drink my ice cream though.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my fat move? I think this is definitely a fat move. I microwave my ice cream.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
Every
All right.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You guys are maniacs.
Well, there is no denying. I think this depends on your freezer and whatnot. Eating ice cold, gotta dig your fork in ice cream has far less flavor.
I think
than
that I think
a
that is burning my
melty-
calories.
Huh?
I think that is burning my calories.
You're earning it.
Yeah.
I put a pint in for 30 seconds. I put a quart in for a minute.
The closer
Sometimes I'm
ice cream
doing
is
a
to
quart.
yogurt, that's the better it is.
Yeah, like
Bro,
at
you
the
put it
very
for a minute?
a quart, like a big one.
That seems like it was just straight up melt.
You would think it doesn't. It doesn't, and it is so good, dude. Oh, it's so good. That's
wonder
when,
if
that's
we-
when you can't use a fork though.
If you put ice in the microwave, it does not melt. I wonder if ice cream is a similar thing. That's why you put it in for so long.
I don't get the ice thing, and I
Yeah.
never will. And there's going to be people who explain it to me, and they're going to just use the terms. I'm like, that's not explaining it to me. It's, just saying, it's like when you say buoyancy or lift. That doesn't explain the boat or the plane, you fucking assholes.
While we're complaining about things,
As if we need a segue.
Yeah.
That's just what the show's been for 10 years. We should just call it complaining about things.
Francis, I had I don't know if it went viral, but a pretty popular story the other day that John Mayer replied to, where it was Francis went to the Delta Lounge. He talked about how he made a salad that probably saved him $20. He went in. He can't take food out of the Delta Lounge, so he did he had 1 cup with lettuce in it, 1 cup with chicken in it, and then he went and just made his own salad. but it made me think of a take I've been.
He
I've been
DM'd him too.
yeah.
Wow.
Um,
John Mayer's a wild one on social.
It made me think of a take that I've been meaning to get out there. I don't understand the obsession with the Delta Lounge. I go in it. I am a Delta Lounge member. I don't think it's all like I don't even understand if is it a meme or do people actually like it that much. I don't find it that comfortable.
It
I don't
probably
find
started.
The food is not
fire.
good.
Like anything else.
The food's bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great.
I've never been in one.
There's really usually sometimes they're really small and it's like sucks to find a place to sit. You know, the free beer or two you get is nice. It would be one thing, I guess, if like I had like a 14-hour layover. Yeah. But usually if I just have a half hour, I'll go to fucking Chili's. I don't.
It looks exactly like a bar, like you sit at a bar, right?
Yeah. I do not get the obsession with Delta Lounge.
Do we have it
Delta
like here at
Sky Club.
Barstool, or you have to have it personally?
I have it personally.
Okay. Because I don't
I
think
mean, I just have an American Express card.
I don't think I've ever gone. I feel like one time I did though. Maybe I was with you. I think I went as a guest of somebody. I don't know how. I don't do any of these things. I can't really think of another like example. But if there's like a thing, it's like we're just at the airport. Again, if it was like 15 hours, different story. But it's like.
But even then,
I'm just gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings and it's gonna be fine.
I'm this way about. Do you guys freak out about credit card points? I feel like you need to spend like $10,000 to get $200 back.
Yeah. Well, the thing about
people
it,
lose
you
their mind
should.
about it.
You really should. I am a child. I do debit for everything because I don't like having debt, and all of a sudden it creeps up on me, and it's like, shit, I have not been paying this off enough. If you're really disciplined about it, you get the points, and it's just free money at the end of the day. You get cash back, you get more points, you get perks, and it's like
you say you use debit for everything?
Yeah.
You don't have a credit card?
I do. I use I use my credit card for like big expenses that like American Express has like great customer service, at least allegedly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've
always heard that. So it's like if you're buying like a big piece of furniture.
I guess I haven't really used
back when
it.
TVs used to be expensive, I would like put it on that, and if it broke or whatever, Amex usually goes to bat for you, and they'll be like, "We'll take care of the whole thing." But like for the most part, I like to know. I'll get out of control with the credit. I just want to be like, take the money and it's gone. I also don't do expenses and shit. Like I'm just, what is? I want someone to diagnose me.
I also didn't do the insurance thing.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
What is that?
Open enrollment?
No. I mean, what is this? What is this about us? I want someone to diagnose us. This is, I guarantee.
Laziness?
It's not though, because it's
Depression.
like because we're not. Yeah. But I don't get that when they say like a sign of like not being able to do little things is depression. Because it's not like I'm sitting on my couch like I'm gonna kill myself. I can't take out the garbage. It's just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I guess it's just that you're so imbalanced that you can't even like.
You don't have a
muster
zest
up
for life.
Yeah.
I do exactly what I need to do every day.
But like think about it. Like, I would say. We go on this tour. We go on stage. We have fans. Like we do like. Have excitement. It's not like we just live this like dreary life, you know. I do, as much as we like complain about it, it's like when we get in the studio and the mics are on, it's like if we were truly deeply depressed, I don't know if we could do some of this stuff. You know what I mean?
I think that's
is that not? It's not true. No, because I just feel like it's just like I don't want to take the trash out because it's cold out. I don't want to go outside right now. You know, that doesn't feel like
sometimes it's not always deeper. It's not always deeper.
But it's gotta be because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then
you're describing depression.
Yeah, I love when I do this. It's depression, but I don't get why it's depression. Sometimes I feel like we throw that word around too much.
I agree with that.
You know,
I
it's
definitely
like no,
agree with that.
that's laziness, and that laziness comes from this. But like I just feel like you talk to a real depressed person, it's like, oh, you have trouble doing the dishes. Like I cut myself at night, and I almost die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like also you're just such an extreme example.
Yeah, there's
it's
levels
like
to this
it's
shit.
like
It's like
yeah,
everybody
it's
has.
like some people are just sick.
Oh.
Some people have fucking stage 4 cancer. It is like a different thing.
I definitely have apparently ADHD. I did one of those. Put your fingers down if you have these things for ADHD, and it was like, oh brother,
Where did you do
let me
this?
see. I just on fucking reels like scrolling through, and somebody did it. Let me see if I can find it. I think I sent it in my DMs. It was like, yep.
I don't think I have ADHD because whenever I do Adderall, it fucks me up. Like it will. If I take Adderall, I did recently for the first time in forever. Like it ruined my week.
Put a finger down if you leave things half open, like cabinets or drawers or doors. Put a finger down if you get on food kicks where you want to eat the same thing like over and over again.
Definitely.
Put a finger down if sometimes you just don't eat. Put a finger down if you have so many passions and hobbies that you were all about, and then one day you just drop that thing like Andy dropped Woody in Toy Story. Put a finger down if you interrupt people in conversations. Put a finger down if you also need to relate to people in conversations so people think you're making it about yourself. Put a finger down if you can't do things like your laundry or your dishes or just opening your mail or paying your bills. Put a finger down if you forget something 10 seconds after it happened unless it's right in front of you. Put a finger down if you have doom piles. Put a finger down if changes in your day or routine throw you off monumentally and possibly into a giant rage.
Bro,
Put a finger down.
9 for 10.
I was pretty good. I think I'm all set.
The only thing I had was I don't even remember it.
But that was one of them.
I had everything. Interrupting, trying to make it. It sounds like I'm making it about me, but it's just that I'm trying to relate to you. I have piles of shit in my house. I forget things. I eat. I go on kicks, but sometimes I don't eat at all. Like I'll be like, oh, I haven't eaten since dinner yesterday. I have ADHD.
I guess I'll do that sometimes, but I was diagnosed with ADHD back in the day when they were just giving it to everybody.
I think I missed that because otherwise I think I would have had ADHD.
Oh yeah, I had Adderall. I didn't have a prescription in college.
Bro, I've never.
I just abused it. Like, I didn't. I didn't like
So
wake
wait.
up and like take my medicine. Like,
So
I just
ADHD
fucking crushed it up and banged it.
Yeah, ADHD is Adderall's for ADHD.
Yeah, or ADD or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah.
And so so that hyper focus shit would like fix those things for me? I don't fucking think so, man.
Yeah, I don't get how Adderall is supposed to work in a person who has it. Like,
Makes me talk a
it's
lot.
just an amphetamine to me.
Yeah, it's just like so I would be doing all those things, but like super fast.
I think like people say that like it's supposed to have like the opposite effect if you have it or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But I
like
don't
it.
think that's true. I just like I've never met anyone who's like,
Who's
yeah,
like,
my
"I
Adderall,
slowed down on my Adderall."
Adderall zones me out. Like,
Bro, I went 9 for 10 on that, and I was like, "Oh my god, I've got ADHD." I think I was just like one of the last generations that was just like, "I don't know, that kid's weird." Instead of like get him to a doctor, he's diagnosed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I went knowing like I'm just gonna lie and say all this stuff
to get the Adderall.
to get Adderall.
You guys do Adderall?
like a
your
friends? Like a drug abuser does.
My roommate,
He's gonna lie to get the script from the doctor.
my roommate has severe ADHD and he has Adderall. Like I'll take it every once
But
in a
like
while.
that for real, he has it.
No, like for real, like ever since he was like a kid, like had to get him on it, and you can tell when he's not on his Adderall because it's like you got to talk him down. Like, dude, like we're not starting a company tonight. Like he's like
when he, wait. When
yeah,
he's
the Adderall,
on it, he slows down.
When he's on it, he's just like focused, can like
Interesting.
talk in the conversation with that. But like when he's not on it, it's like, dude, we like have like these big plans.
He's
And,
just
like,
all
we're
over
doing
the
this.
moon,
Next
like,
thing you
all
know,
over
we're
the
like building something.
So
on the
that
wall.
is probably what they mean when they say, you're probably like,
Yeah.
And instead, it just is like I can slow down and talk about one thing at a time.
Which is why when I take Adderall, I just masturbate for like 3 hours. Hyper focus. I clean my room and I jerk off.
I've never done. Does your generation, like in general, do it a lot? Like I
Well,
know
everybody's on Adderall.
Yeah, still.
Everybody,
I wasn't
yeah.
sure if that's true because, like, I feel like my age group, I don't think really is. I think we were like the last, like right on the edge, because I feel like your age group does a lot, right?
None of my friends do. I don't think
No?
so. I mean, maybe we just don't abuse it anymore, and they just quietly take their medicine. Like
Quietly take that.
I don't know what.
I'm an adult. I quietly do my drugs. Okay.
But like maybe like I don't know. I think.
Like who? What age group are the kids that grew up on like here's your Ritalin, here's your Adderall, bam, 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 bam.
When I was in college, it was like everyone's walking around with a
Everybody
bag
had
of Tic Tacs in their pocket. It
Right.
was like,
Okay. Yeah. See, either I didn't have like that wasn't my time, or I was like a nerd and didn't like know that was happening. My thing was always like I don't want to do drugs to do school. You want to do drugs to stay up at night, fine. But the people who are like, I gotta write paper, I'm gonna like do these drugs. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna poison my body for the fun shit.
Yeah.
Like,
grow up and do cocaine like an adult.
yeah, come on. Get a prescription so you can do. Come on.
I did Adderall once to do a paper, and I just almost bought a motorcycle on Craigslist at 3 a.m. It was ridiculous.
I don't trust myself on it. Like I feel like I would. I also don't like that feeling to me of like the
It's
zippy like.
I used to
No,
like
thank
it
you.
in college. I do not like it. I did it. I took one when I was over in London because I had to stay up because whatever. And like, it was not a fun experience.
I think my saving grace is I don't like that feeling, and I definitely don't want to snort anything. I hate the idea of shit going on my nose. So I'm like, okay.
Snort's just fun. so I do snuff.
Yeah, like when you guys peer pressure me into doing that, I do it because it's fun because everybody. But I hate doing it. Like like shit up the nose just drives me crazy. But it's always a good time with you guys. All right, we'll do some 1 minute man. We'll do some voicemails, and then we'll get into. We'll do who's the interview again? Oh, it's Nickelback. Okay. Did you know that over the holidays, property crimes like burglaries and package theft spike nationally? Of course I do. That is the premise of Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Everybody knows that you got all your gifts in there and that people case the joint and then they come in and they either leave the faucets running or they have their sticky hands and all over your fucking stuff. But that's why Simply Safe Home Security is offering 50% off their award-winning security system right now for this holiday season. They have 24/7 professional monitoring that use Fast Protect technology that's exclusively at Simply Safe that captures critical evidence and verifies that the threat is real so that you can get priority police response. So you know whether or not it's just like, oh, somebody accidentally broke a window versus we've got, someone trying to break in. It can tell the difference between the two. Professional monitoring costs under $1 per day. So if I told you that, like, hey, how much to watch my house all day, every single day, and you told me it was under $1 every 24 hours, I would take it. That is less than half of ADT's traditional professionally installed system. With the top-rated Simply Safe app, you can stay in control of your system anytime, anywhere, arm or disarm, unlock it for a guest, access your cameras, adjust the system settings, all of it from your phone. Don't miss your chance for massive savings on my favorite security system. Next time I get a home, I'm for sure getting Simply Safe. I had it with my old house. I know a couple guys here at Barstool. Stephen Che has it. If you want to keep everything safe, it's simplysafe.com/KFC Radio. Get 50% off their new system today. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Okay, first topic. I think I might be the only person even giving this press. The New York Times hit piece on Dave.
Oh yeah.
I mean that went off with a whimper, huh?
That was. I'm surprised we're even talking about it because it was. I didn't read it. I don't ever read it.
I started the first couple paragraphs and it's the same old, like, he even made a joke that some girls deserve to be raped. I'm like, here we go, size 6 skinny jeans. So I just kind of fell off on that.
There was one paragraph that just like had the headlines of the hits. Like it just like
it's the
read
same
3 or 4
one.
back, and it had nothing to do with the article, and then just moved on, and then the article just ended.
I think what
I'm not
happened here,
kidding. It didn't wrap up. It just ends.
I think I think that this person who wrote it probably actually has some shred of like journalistic integrity and realized like there was no case for any of the shit.
Yeah.
But he or she was pot committed and was like, I gotta do something here. You know,
Yes.
like I gotta put something out. I
That's
think
what it
I think
felt
when you
like.
I think you realize there's no rape, no like any of the Me Too stuff isn't real, and then I think they tried to go down the gambling road, but like all of the accusations were either very clearly humorous or satire. Or they came before we were purchased by Penn when we now have regulations. Like right now at Barstool, if you say some of the words on the no-fly list, Dave, like, he'll fire you.
Yeah.
He is so serious about that. When people say, like, bet your house, bet the rent, bet your kids, oh, I'm down so bad, I got to kill myself. If you say the word bookie, any of that, like, Dave is the first one to be like, shut the fuck up. So, and anything that even toes that line is also, like, if you read the next line of his tweet or whatever or blog or whatever, is very, very humorous. You know what I mean? Like, just kidding, bet responsibly, whatever the fuck it is. So I think this is somebody who's just like, all right, let's go this way. There's nothing there. All right, let's go this way. That's pretty weak too. But I've been doing this for like 6 months and I want these clicks, so I don't know. Here you go.
But like even like I almost felt like that they, and I guess they didn't because it is like I think it is like the front page of their website.
But it came out on Sunday morning?
But that's when the news comes out. That's the big paper.
Yeah, Sunday morning paper.
But the
Yes.
It was part of like New York Times tweeted earlier in the day that they were releasing 4 different pieces about gambling. So it was in conjunction with 3 other pieces. And this was just
the funniest thing is his dad.
his dad getting the
Mr.
quote.
Portnoy has a quote that says, I wish that my son's gambling proclivities were exaggerated, but I assure you they are not. He's a legitimate degenerate. It's like, it is so, the quote is so fucking unbelievably funny. Just to know that it came from his dad, and it's just like
It's from the Cousin Show. Like, I went and clicked on it. It's a clip from Riggs is still on. It is that old.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's also, again, it's like that. You know, they talk about. I didn't know that he filed for bankruptcy when he was a kid, but like clearly business wise, he did all right. You know, he's not filing for bankruptcy now. He did it back when he was trying to fucking open up a business and like it was struggling. But who did you send the screenshot of his dad? Where did I see that?
Yeah, it's in the group chat with us three.
Oh, okay. The way that reads is just, yeah. Anybody who thinks my son is exaggerating his gambling issues, I wish he was. Believe me, he is a legitimate degenerate. It's just like, Dad, could you not, please? But again, that was probably on the Cousin Show. You're trying to entertain and joke around and shit.
It's on the Cousins, and also like that is a very nice tightened up version of like the rant that Mr. Portnoy
I'm sure.
went on.
I'm
Like,
sure it is.
Those two sentences came a minute apart from each other.
I'm sure. I will say this: the tweet that Dave has, the screen recording of his DMs with the author, is the single most one-sided. Like, I absolutely bodied you. Here's all the evidence you need to make your decision on. Like you read this article, you need to make a decision. Like, look at this first. It's unbelievable how he just like. Step by step, but the amount of times she says eager.
Yeah, right.
And he says eager back to her. I thought you were eager. I'm eager. I thought you were eager. If you're eager, you would do this. I thought you said you were eager. Why aren't you eager? But it's just like, if you are all about the truth, sit down. We'll talk about it. We'll film it. Everybody has the facts. If you say no to that, then how can you say that you're a legitimate, like, looking for the truth?
Yeah.
That's it, right? I mean, like, there'd be no reason you'd be opposed to this unless you were like, fuck, that's going to screw up this, and the other thing.
100%. I mean, well, it was like, I think she said like we do not accept those terms when it was like filming. I do get them being like, we're not coming to Miami.
But I also get him being like, but I get him being like, I'm not coming to you.
The rest of it was all very normal. It made sense. And I
Yeah.
was like, wait, they have to go to Miami?
I
but that's just because he's trying to evade taxes. it's like, how about we meet in Jersey? I just can't set foot in New York.
I can get him being like, you guys are trying to take me down. I'm not going to fly to you. But you know, she probably is a guy or a girl. I can't remember.
Girl, Emily Steele.
I can't, she's probably has traveled all over for interviews.
Yeah,
and shit.
right,
So
right.
it's like you've been doing this research for a fucking year. It seems like
It is.
And now the person you're doing it on is like, let's do an interview, and you say no to that. That's
crazy.
And you blame travel. You blame anything. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. So I can see him being like, I'm not coming to you.
Also, Miami's a day trip. That's not.
Yeah, it's
a
not like
bad
it's like
flight.
that far. I mean, it's and but the main thing is they said, you can do audio and not video, and it's like, so you're agreeing to half of this but not the full thing,
Right.
because you know how you're gonna have 3 people in the room with you, and you need to be able to look at your notes and and it's like I just don't get the, like, if you're serious about this, I think you'd be like, oh, never mind, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And I get like the Business Insider being like, who fucking cares? Let's go get our clicks. But the New York Times, you'd be like, and I don't know, you can debate whether the New York Times is a real, true publication of journalism integrity anymore, because what is anymore? But like, if you're a New York Times writer and you're just like, yeah, there's nothing really here, but fuck it.
And people wonder why print journalism is dying or whatever. It's like, you just spent 9 months researching an article, and like,
And
I
it
get
sucked.
there
And the
are big
articles
stories that like do need that kind of thing. I don't think this is that one. I think somewhere along the line, an editor should have been like, there's nothing here. This has no teeth.
Nothing.
Find a new story.
Right, but I guess they're probably just like, we everybody sees that Barstool, the name Barstool gets your clicks up like 9,000%.
But I don't think it did in this case.
I was going to say,
somehow
maybe I have, my timeline and my For You page in real life and on the apps, like what I look at, and maybe it's just me, but usually it's like, even Dave has a couple tweets about it, but usually it's like slobber knocker back and forth. This is just like, yeah, man, there's nothing here.
Right.
Which is a sad day. It's almost like, Barstool's just legitimate.
Yeah.
There's nothing there anymore.
It was disappointing, just much like the Trump announcement. Like both
Nothing.
two things that used to garner huge things, just like Yeah, no. It's
The
not.
world has kind of moved on from
Right.
both of that, for better or worse. You know, like I hope the checks keep rolling. Money like keeps coming in. I want like the being.
If
the,
I'm getting some,
being,
I don't.
but it is, being the pirate ship was the thing for Barstool for a while, and if you're not,
Now we have weight loss competitions at work.
our pirate ship is now a Norwegian.
You either die the
cruise.
hero, folks.
Now we're the stand-up comedians on the cruise, like,
Yeah,
being like, come to the discotheque for a stand-up act. Fucking shoot me in the face. Kanye West running for president. Talk about a
What a tweet.
So the tweet,
I just saw he just dropped a shalom on everyone.
from his account or
From his account,
because
yeah.
I also saw that Patriot Takes, that the infamous account that also tried to take down Barstool, had like a video with him, but by the time I went to click on it, it said that tweet has been deleted.
Oh, no, 19 hours ago, still shalom with a smiley face.
Yeah, I mean, he's tried to trump it in a way. Like Trump was very good at, like, he would piss people off, but he would garner clicks and eyeballs. And this is just like, yeah, you went too far, man. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
He also, like, the Kanye for president thing, like, not that he would ever really have any legitimacy to it, but there was like the ball was rolling a little bit. I guess that was like 2021 or something like that. It was like right after the last election, right?
No, he was
Was it?
running for this one.
But you know what I mean? Like there was talk of,
I mean, running. And I
like
use
when
that word very loosely.
Kanye for president was like, it had
I think we sold a shirt, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was more in the zeitgeist like a couple years ago. He needed that type of attention. Now it's like, no, dude.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, stop. It was always silly, but there was people being like, I don't know, man, he's a billionaire and blah blah blah. This is something, usually 1 Minute Man, we try to cover all like the important news. This is maybe a little bit more inside our interests, but the dude who made the top 600 porn stars
Oh yeah.
is one of the most irresponsible lists I've ever seen in my life.
It's crazy.
And I just want to say, if it's like little Tommy or little Susie out there who are just having, just entering into the world of porn, and they look at some lists and they think that this really is what the industry's all about, I want them to know that this is not, in fact, reflective of the best the porn adult industry has to offer. There are adult entertainers on here that are truly, literally the greatest of all times, who are in the triple digits.
Yeah.
It's a travesty.
It is. I mean,
I'm gonna write a hit piece on this fucking guy.
fucking Adriana Chechik is not a top 100 porn star of all time. What are we doing here?
Bella Danger was behind her at like 120.
What?
Bella Danger 120. Adriana Chechik 107. Like who? I defy you to find 100 people better on this earth when it comes to fucking.
Lana Rhodes, $122.
Come on!
Right? Buck
Lana
28.
Rhodes is the most attractive porn star that has ever lived, and she's in the hundreds. No one on this earth fucks better than Adriana Chechik. She's literally the best at fucking, right? Maybe Belladonna. And Belladonna wasn't on the list at all, I don't think.
Not on it.
Give me a control F and see if Belladonna's on there. I don't think she is.
Me and this guy have different tastes. I could tell looking at his top few. My guy likes big naturals.
Yeah, he likes big milkies. If you like those big milkies, you're not
big sloppy set.
Yeah. if you like the milk,
I mean, shout out Chrissy Mack though. Chrissy Mack 2 is a good spot. Good spot to be in.
She's in the top there.
She's number 2.
I mean that also though is like, she's not really doing it anymore.
Right. I mean, dude,
So-
it is always funny too when you hear. How
I think
long-
Jenna Jameson was in the 400s.
Yeah, I mean, she's a pioneer. Also, but if we're being honest, like Jenna Jameson fucked with rubbers. Like,
Yeah, but
I
you
don't even know
also
if
you
she'd
got
be
to
on top
pay
600.
homage. You gotta
Yeah,
pay-
yeah.
We'd have to have a long talk about the criteria for this list.
my girl Tegan Presley getting in there. What was that? 447. It is. I actually.
Bro, 600 is so many.
I
many.
I am like concerned that like I'm just recognizing names in the 500.
Me too. Like a lot of them.
like a shocking amount of them.
Yeah, like you know what always cracks me
Like
up about these
I
things?
have not seen a page yet
that I didn't know somebody.
that I don't know someone on.
That's this is making me turn on the murderers and porn star question, because there's a lot of porn stars.
Yeah.
And I know like so many. of them.
Also, and maybe people are gonna disagree with me on this.
Riley Reid 600. That had to have been
Riley
a
Reid
troll.
600.
I mean, that's like Mr. Irrelevant. He's trying to make like who's number 590?
Like Sarah J's
80?
at a. I know
Sasha
some
Grey
people.
597.
Who's Pinky? Is that what that says?
Oh, I know Pinky. Yeah, I know
Pinky's just a. I don't know that one.
It's she's
You-
a thicker
you re-
black gal.
You really are a pervert. You're just a pervert, John.
But what I was gonna say, and maybe people disagree with me on this, I think there should be some guys on this list.
Absolutely,
Like,
there should
I
be.
think I think you're listening to 600 best porn stars all time, and you're not throwing fucking couple dudes in there.
Johnny Sins, fucking
Hey.
Manuel Ferrara, Nacho, the MILF Hunter. You know, there's some
Yeah, MILF
goats out
Hunter.
there. I just love the thought of this guy sitting down. Like, how do you decide who goes 436 versus 437? That cracks me up so much.
How many retweets does this have? The first one.
Not enough to be talking about on our podcast.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that's
it's, pretty,
okay.
it's pretty viral.
Yeah, no,
pretty
this guy can kick rocks, man. I am too busy to do a top 600 myself. Otherwise, I'd put him in his fucking grave.
There's not even a top 600 chart in music. Just a little more. He needs to see jail.
What did it say?
Because you got to be built like this. It is. What does that meme from?
I was gonna ask. I have no
I
fucking
see
idea.
this all the time now. I don't know what it's from.
That like creepy little video there?
Yeah.
I don't know either. Oh, I watched Smile last night. You know that movie? It's fucking scary.
Really?
It's a good scary movie. It's actually, the only problem is it's identical to another scary movie that I won't say on the air. I'll tell you afterwards because I don't want to spoil it. Because if you say that and you know that movie, it just kind of ruins the whole thing. But dude, the Smile is so creepy. It's so funny how, you know, the smile, it's the happiest thing in the world. But if you do it in the wrong way, you put your head down, you have a weird music in the background, it's the most terrifying fucking thing in the world. But there's a lot of like, you don't know what's real or what's not. And if there's got to be nothing scarier than when you like lose a grip on, is this real? Is this happening or not? And she's a psychiatrist herself in the movie. So she's like, you know, she like knows. Oh, it's a good scary movie. I haven't seen a scary movie that good in a long time. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual, so when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can make you feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of that complex engine you call you. We've all done some therapy here and there at KFC Radio, and I feel like we've all felt the benefits of it. We all know that any of the stigma or any of the awkwardness that people used to feel about therapy, out the window now. Everybody knows that when you go to therapy and talk it out, things get a little bit better. And the only thing left is the awkwardness of sitting in the waiting room and struggling to find someone and the waiting times to actually get your therapist. And that's where BetterHelp comes in, matching over 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, all available 100% online. It's affordable. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to match with the therapist, and if things aren't clicking, you ditch them, you get a new one. It couldn't be simpler. They've got text, they've got call, they've got video, all of it at BetterHelp.com. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC, and get 10% off your first month. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no searching for the right therapist endlessly. Go to BetterHelp.com/KFC for 10% off your first month. Last thing, this also is not the most viral of stories, but it should be. Our esteemed colleague Nick Hamilton was out and saw someone pull the move that I'm gonna just call pocket chili. Had their own fucking pocket chili. Now that
amazing.
is, I mean, to whip out your own container of chili, and of course it's in
What
Iowa.
really caught me by surprise was she tossed it on tater tots, which I've never done.
Sounds like a move.
Yeah, it sounds
chili
like a
tot
great
sounds delicious.
She was like an older woman, and like she just we're at
Now,
in
are-
Iowa.
Like she was in like a Tupperware, or like she like a can of chili.
Tupperware.
Tupperware.
So it's like some homemade.
Homemade chili.
Do you
She's
think
like,
it was still warm?
I'm sure.
Like,
it
did she
was.
go into like her bag and like rummage around and grab it, or was she like?
No, it was in like the coat pocket.
See, I'm just thinking, like, this. You think that's like, yo, meet me down at the bar. I ordered the tater tots, but like, make sure you bring your chili. Like your chili. We know this place has shitty chili. Like, bring your chili. That sort of thing. That's fucking fascinating.
It is like this bar's been the Iowa bar in New York for a while now because the other one burnt down, I guess. So I'm sure they knew the menu already because it's where they've been going all season. I have to imagine she knew what was going to be on the menu or not. The fact she knew to order the tater tots, and, like whip out the chili, I feel like she's done that before.
That is special.
You, by the way, the reason I'm saying this, you texted me as I was getting on the train. I was going to the Music Man with my mom. And,
you got butt fucked there, huh?
Bro, it is
the poster with none of the people performing is great.
None of them performing.
I'll see none of you tonight.
Yeah, like literally none. But like,
Is that because it's like close to Thanksgiving or something?
No, it was So Hugh had done the matinee, and which I could relate to.
Lost his voice.
Lost his voice.
What about the other ones?
Sutton Foster was scheduled not to perform that night, so I knew.
And Meredith Wilson. Oh, that's the writer.
Yeah, Meredith Wilson.
Okay.
Sutton Foster. That I knew she wasn't going to be there. But the
dude, it is funny how you sympathize a little more, right? We said that. Like I used to say when I saw someone say like, "We're canceling this show because of my voice or even exhaustion." When I was like, "Yeah, right. You're going to rehab. You're doing too many drugs." And those are probably like one and the same. But I also do respect it a little bit more, where it's like you probably do reach a point with exhaustion where you're like, I can't go on tonight.
Someone said that in
and
like
definitely your voice.
In the matinee show, he took 4 separate water breaks. Like they didn't bring water on stage.
Just like not even hiding it. Just like,
and then he didn't come out for the last song. And he was just like, I don't know what to tell
Dude, think about it. When you're like, you're belting it out. If you had a voice like yours and you're supposed to be like projecting to the back of the room.
I can do like comedy shows with a gravelly voice, but you can't fucking sing.
I almost kind of, I think it'd be cool to see a show like that where it's like, because like that's almost like turning.
It was so bad. Like it's so bad that I want to go see it.
Oh, the show's bad.
To see how Hugh could possibly save it. Like
wow.
I don't. It is. Like we were all like.
That's like a long one too, right?
It wasn't too bad. We started at 8. We were probably. I mean, probably like did the 2.5 hours. Whatever.
I have a theory
like
that like most Broadway shows stink and that they are all just hype.
No, that's completely incorrect. But the
I think that they all get
was,
like this.
My whole
like,
group was like I was with my family. I was with my mom, my sisters, my aunt, and we were all like, "This is crazy bad."
Like how does I feel like it doesn't? If Hugh Jackman doesn't jump on board with it, does it make it? If it's so bad like that,
this is a
This is
a classic one.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was just like it was
like the
so
fact
bad.
that Cats was running for 30 years to me.
That
like,
Cats sucked too.
I can't imagine like that. I don't need to see any other show to know that Broadway's system is broken. If Cats can run for fucking 40 years, I don't know how you guys decide it. I don't know who who funds it. Can't do Cats.
It was at one point I hit my sister. I was like, are they? Like, are they running a bit? Like, are they intentionally not having charisma? Like, it was, the guy was just trying to be Hugh Jackman rather than the character.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. I know he's a New England guy, so I don't mean to speak ill of my brethren, but
you stink.
I did not care for
Meredith Wilson, your show stinks. Try again next time. Sincerely, KFC Radio. We were on Broadway too, bitch.
It's literally across the street from Caroline's.
Yeah, we put on a better show than you. All right, voicemails, and then Nickelback.
Hey, KFC Feits. What's up? I just got back from your live show, Caroline's. Little would you rather for you.
Shit-faced.
Would you rather be stuck in the line of like peak beach bar, so like KFC, I know you know this, Osprey, Friday night, peak time at the bar, or peak time going into the city, so like Holland Tunnel's backed up, Lincoln Tunnel's backed up, you're trying to get in. Would you rather?
Dude, the line, we saw a line to get into our new bar in Arizona.
Oh my god!
And shout out to the people in Scottsdale running the Barstool bar, and it looks awesome. It's huge, and it looks like it's like gonna be a primo spot. That being said, no fucking way I would wait on that line.
Not in a million years.
Not in one, and that looks like it took a million years.
Yeah.
I just can't do any lines, but traffic is like. My answer would probably be traffic because like you're going somewhere, you're trying to get home. Traffic is kind of a you have to eventually, you know. If there's traffic, it's traffic, you know.
Traffic doesn't bother me.
Yeah, well now
Like,
it definitely doesn't because like you got your phone, if you have someone in the car, would you rather be in traffic alone or with somebody?
Alone.
Because to me, yeah, it's like you pop on. I know you don't listen to podcasts in the car, but you have everything, you know, right fucking here. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, it's like I can look at my phone. I'm like in traffic. I'm like whatever. I don't even keep my eyes on the road anymore. The waiting in line for a bar. I guess technically you have your phone. You could do the same thing, but not really.
Dude, it
You're
is
standing. People are drunk. You're probably ready to fight. Somebody cut you off. Somebody bumped into you. You're with people you don't like. It's taking too long. There's an asshole bouncer. There's some dickhead who's trying to cut the line. There's some dickhead who successfully cuts the line. There's too much shit that goes on in the bar line for me to like even tolerate it for a second.
I haven't been at a crowded bar in a long time, and I did on Saturday. I went to Hudson Hound, and I just met some friends, and we were just watching the game. Which shout out my buddy who sent me the text. I tweeted the screenshot of it, but it was just like, here are all my friends whose names you've met. Everyone should
That's
text
gold.
that. Everyone
That's a
should-
great move.
It was like I was meeting him and some of his buddies. And he was like,
ahead of time.
He's like, there are people here you've met. These are their
Don't-
names.
don't
This is
introduce
this is
yourself.
what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking gangster move,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
But I walked into Hudson Hound, and luckily, like there were two separate, like kind of parts of the bar. Where there was the bar, which was like jammed, and I walked in and was like, I just fucking
Can't.
spilled so much ice cream on myself, and now I have to be in this mode. And then luckily, when I turned the corner, like the kind of restaurant area where they had a booth was much quieter. But I walked in and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's
almost like when in Always Sunny when Dennis thinks he's going to fuck the little Asian boy, and he comes back around and he's like, he's the caddy, and Dennis is in the middle of like taking his pants off. He's like, all right, I gotta shift gears here. Why don't you give me a second? I gotta shift gears real quick. Like I walked in there, I was like, I gotta shift gears, man. I gotta get into this mode. But I would much prefer to be in traffic than a crowded bar.
dude. I need to be able to sit, and I need to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm out. How you need to laugh at my jokes. I can't. How am I gonna get my fucking my serotonin into my brain? Yeah, I can't do it. Next up.
Yo, what's up? KFC Radio. I'm watching Sopranos. KFC, I know you don't like it, but just hear me out. There's a character on here, his name's Larry Barisi. Every line he delivers is just fucking gold. And he has such a small, like, arc, he's rarely in the storyline. Who is a character from a TV show that you wish had a bigger part in the show than they did?
Oh man,
because they were funny, they were moving, whatever it would be.
The lawyer.
The
The lawyer. I don't though, because he's used truly the perfect amount.
Yeah.
And anything over that might ruin it. But I like a not like its own show, but maybe like a web series, like a spin-off where you could just watch like little 5-minute bits about like what the lawyer, like from the lawyer's point of view. Like the first scene is like you see Mac, Charlie, and Dennis like leave his office, and then the lawyer. You see what the lawyer does from there.
The lawyer is fantastic.
He's got
which
my favorite
like
bit
they
character
ruined
ever.
him though, right? Because he gets his eyes eaten out,
Oh,
so like, he can't come back.
that was so stupid.
Yeah.
What was that? That bird like flew
yeah,
across and
yeah.
pecked it out. Oh my god, that's a funny episode, but that was
Very
a
funny.
bit much.
Yeah, that was when he starts going crazy when the bird attacks, and then everyone's like, all right, I can stop like pretending that we're in a courtroom, and like Dennis has the laser dot out, and she's being the cat, and then fucking
This is total chaos.
fucking Frank and what's his name?
The fun guy.
Yeah, they're just fucking doing bumps. They're doing key bumps.
Pondy is the coolest.
It's just like absolute chaos.
That's when
The
we're
cat is unbelievable.
Pondy's kid's his coke dealer.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Pondy
The episode with
is
the
the
hands, that's
coolest.
got everything.
Yeah,
He
Uncle
made me
Jack.
an omelet full of cocaine. He said he told his daughter she's too fat to be a slut. He said I was too fat to be a slut.
Oh man,
That guy's the dad on Young Sheldon now. That's not
Really?
appreciated
that's funny.
enough. It's
That is great.
When Frank Dennis is just yelling, he's like, "I'm paying alimony to a cat woman." It's all just absolute fucking chaos. It is great. But my answer would be Uncle Jeff, and it's probably because I'm on a Veep kick right now. But
That is
dude,
good.
fucking Jonah's Uncle Jeff is so goddamn fucking funny, bro. That season might be my favorite season. I think it's season 6. Is
Is he the one when he says shit in clits and he's like, get the fuck out of here? Yeah,
This is an elementary school, you animal. Dude, in this one, the one I watched today was when fucking Jonah gets a circumcision because he wants to marry Sherman Tanz's daughter.
Yeah.
And Uncle Jeff walks into the office and walks into the hospital and it's like, I'm pulling you off the ballot. Putting your cousin Ned on or whatever his name is, you're fired. You're done. And then Tanz's wife is like, "No, you can't do that." And he's like, "Who's this tranny knuckle dragger talking to me?" And he starts calling him. She starts calling him Sherman Trans's son. and then when he leaves, he's like, "You're off the ballot. You're done." And then she's like, "Jonah, I actually think we should slow things down with ourselves." And he's like, yeah. Jonah goes, yeah. My teachers used to have to do that to me all the time. And she's like, no, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. And then Uncle Jeff comes busting into the room with like that high pitched squeal laugh. He's like, she's dumping you. He's like, I'm so happy I came and didn't call. Jonah's in the, Uncle Jeff, can you just stop? And he's like, this is amazing. He also has the. What was it? He's got so many great lines to that one. But when he's like, I want to say they're at a funeral, and he thinks Amy's a hooker, and he like slips her his hotel room card and goes, "If you got a dick, I'll pay double."
I'm trying to pull up. I think was did I do one of those brackets on? Yeah. If you search hashtag Barstool brackets and Google that with secondary TV characters, there's a whole list of 64 of them, and they are all like all-time greats. But I guess we were like a little. I mean, there's so many TV shows with so many side characters. I think I tried to limit it, but like Seinfeld alone has a million fucking characters. You know what I mean? You could have full entire TV shows of those guys. I don't know who ended up winning this one, but yeah, check that out. That was one of the better. Breaking Bad has a bunch of good. I mean, my answer always is Mike Ehrmantraut. I always wanted more from him. All right, last voicemail. Let's go.
Feits, KFC, rest of the crew. I just want to say Caroline's last night, fucking awesome. You guys rock, and thank you, because that was much needed. So I'll make this quick. My question mainly for Kev, but Feits, chirp in if you have any ideas. So I'm doing the complete opposite of what you did, Kevin. I'm going from a fun, outdoor job every day of my life, golf pro, for the last 8 years, due to not making any money and some back issues. Golf's not really the path, so now I'm studying to become a financial advisor. No financial background. My degree is in sports management, but this kind of fell into my lap, and I said, fuck it, let's go. My question for you, how do I not go crazy sitting behind a desk all day? I've never done this before, and it's pretty scary. So do you have any tips for me?
The only thing I'll say to the people who are in the cube, coming into the cube world now, life's a lot easier and different with the social media world. Like, it can't be that bad because you're just fucking on your phone, right?
Yeah.
It's like back when you had to go to a URL, barstoolsports.com, and hope that they had updated the site for something new to read.
I remember.
And sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they were like, "Oh, there wasn't a blog for like this hour, so I've just got to like go back to work." And I'll check my other. There would be times where I had a rotation of blogs, and I read all of them for that day, and that was it. And I guess you could say like there's an endless amount of websites. That's true, but like not the ones you liked. And when you would go through it, you'd be like, "All right, there's just nothing left to keep me entertained anymore. I have to just sit here and wallow in my misery." And now it's like, Scroll down. There will be something updated every second to keep you at least occupied at the very least.
Occupado.
So that to me is like
I had
it's
a
not
buddy-
as bad as it once was, but also going from like the total freedom back, you're going backwards. That's probably a bad move.
I had a buddy who, but he's a little older than me, but he works in the Cube. He used to fucking print out
I was gonna say the
like
print out
page
move.
6 articles and just go sit in the toilet. Like
absolutely.
Was it page 6 or page 2? The ESPN, like where Simmons
Page
was.
2, yeah,
Page
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Where he
Page
print
6 is
out
the post, so you can maybe do that too.
but like he like print out like page 2 Simmons.
I knew guys who would print out Large's site, take a report.
Yeah.
He did like long form. And yeah, like go take a shit and read papers. I know a guy who stapled it. He has his own flipped them over. It's like that is misery, my friend. So you can still pop on Instagram and fucking find hot chicks and funny shit and interesting stuff at any given moment. So I don't know. It's like, how about you just do your job and make the money and fucking
It is also nice.
do that.
You're the one who said this. Like every time we're at work, we're working.
Right.
Where like there's never a day where like we come into work and it's like, dude, let's just fucking chill today.
For us.
Like
to be clear, there's plenty of people here who do that.
Yeah.
But for us, if we are in the building, we are working nonstop, like recording something, doing something, waiting to record the next thing. This guy, what's the best way to not go crazy? Take Fridays off.
Right.
Mentally. Not like stay at home. Just go to work and don't do anything. So you work 4 days a week. You're done.
Yeah, you can do that. It's pretty nice.
It's like, 40-hour work he's killing me. Don't work 40 hours. Spread them out accordingly. Like I would love to try to go back now and be like, on January 2nd, I put in for all my vacation for the year. I have all my vacations lined up. And I'll see you on Monday if it's Thursday. I won't come in, and if I do, I'll be hiding from you. I will leave at 4:49, 4:59 every fucking single day. I would love to see if you could really, if you could do an experiment where it's like, this is my job and I'm taking it seriously, so I can't get fired, and see if I could truly, like, mail it in, but still succeed.
Still climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah. Because I don't think you could fake that. I think you have to be able to do it. But if you can, those jobs are easy. That's the beauty of it. It's hard to unlock, but once you do, it's like, this is a fucking joke. None of this matters. All right, let's do it. The moment the world has been waiting for. Nickelback on KFC Radio. I mentioned it on the Monday episode with Pat. If you didn't listen to that, I do have to preface that I was so nervous to go into this interview because I was telling myself, you just have to be blunt and rip the Band-Aid off and dive into how much people fucking hate Nickelback, or at least say they do. And I was like, these guys are ready for it. It's what they do. It'll be fine. They're cool about it. They always spin zone it for themselves for the better. And then when we started, I realized that they're pretty like family guys and they're soft-spoken, and I just couldn't do it. So I was like dancing around the question, being like, you grew up in the internet era, and that can be good, but it can also be bad. And, you sold CDs, but you also did streaming, and also you... And he was like, yeah, we're also the most memeable band of all time. Just fuck it. I just didn't have the heart, man. I was like, I'm not an interviewer. I'm just a guy here who wants to have a good conversation with this dude. Yeah. But I got to bring up the word.
You have to bring it up.
You have to, but like in a regular conversation with a normal person, I never would in a million years.
Yeah, right.
I would never walk up to someone and be like, yo, man, let's talk about how the internet fucking hates you.
Right.
Like, people do that to me all the time. That's probably why I couldn't do it. People walk up to me and be like, yo, I just want you to know, like, I love your shit. I have no idea why everyone else hates you. I'm like, what?
I didn't know everyone else hated me.
Why would you say that to me, motherfucker?
You could just say the first part.
Yeah, just leave it at
Say
that.
you're a fan of me.
But I'm like, as an interviewer, I've got to do it. And thankfully so listen to that. It's very, very funny. And the rest of it is awesome shit. So give it a listen. It's Nickelback on KFC Radio. It's easy to fall out of good habits like exercising when fun season turns into busy season. So we know that the weather is turning. It's going to get a little bit colder.
A little harder to get to the gym.
A little harder to get in the gym. You don't want to leave. You don't want to get out of bed. But putting off working out now leads to the same old New Year's resolution to get back in shape. Fitbod is the smart workout app that scientifically tailors an exercise program to your goals, your equipment, and your schedule so you can keep your calendar full and keep your summer gains rolling. Fitbod's smart workout app creates a custom dynamic exercise program based on your goals, your experience, and equipment, and then varies your routine to avoid overtraining. I know that once I get sore or once I've gone too many times, I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore. That's what Fitbod prevents from happening by checking out your muscle usage, your recovery, your achievements, and your workout streaks right there on the app. You're in control with workouts designed just for you, so you can get exactly what you need, and all for less than the cost of one session with a personal trainer. You can get a full year of personalized workouts. Let's be honest. I mean, personal trainers, they've gone the way of the dodo. It's like, I don't need you to tell me this anymore. I have the internet. I have the app. I know exactly what I need to do.
But it is very helpful. The benefits they have, so if you can have the app to help,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a person. The app.
I don't need to
telling you-
pay some meathead. I can just pay Fitbod, and they're going to tell me everything I need with my little computer in my hand. Go to Fitbod now. You can download it on iOS or Android devices. It's super easy to use. Video tutorials, makes exercising a breeze. Go get it now. Fitbod on iOS or Android services.
But as soon as I do like the whole like I'm doing standing in line, it's just like that's Nickelback. There it is.
Brother, it's like that's your voice. That's no shit. I sound like me. Someone like listen to this podcast. Like it sounds like Feidelberg. Yeah, it's Feidelberg talking. What the fuck do you think?
I was doing some sort of search, just picking up some tidbits, doing research, and one of the people frequently ask, one of them was, why does Chad Kruger sound like that?
Is that an effect pedal?
I don't know. I
Again,
don't know.
so uniquely you.
But if I was ever having a hard time getting into a club or something like that, and I did a never made it as a wise man, they're like, dude,
Right this way.
come on in.
That is so fucking cool hearing
Yeah,
you
the
say,
fact that you
dude.
can just like
That is so fucking
pull the
cool.
lever and that comes out.
That's it.
That's absolutely incredible. Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be faster. That's it.